guys and gals? Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Chord Progressions. Let's go ahead and jump right back into it. Y'all, alarm chain, you were up and let's go. Alright. Well, I'd beg to differ. Ever hang around a group of straight men? Yeah. Ever hear of the way they talk about women? Yeah, I guess. Was our conversation any different? That's quite the perspective shift. Just replace bulge with tits, and the net result will be 90% of conversations over here boys having in high school cafeteria. You have a point. So now, let me ask you this. Does the topic of hot men make you feel uncomfortable in and of itself? Or is it the fact that you can now actually participate in the discussion? Oof, that question really packed a wallop. Really gunning for the repressed feelings this morning. It's one thing to objectify men internally, but I guess I turn into a chicken when I have to say any of it out loud, huh? Jeez, wasn't planning on getting a free therapy session with this car ride. He chuckles and flashes me his signature proud, toothy grin. What can I say? I'm full of surprises. Well, to answer your question, I guess it's the fact that I can participate that's making me uncomfortable. It's not something I'm used to. I didn't have any gay friends in Fairview, and Moriah prefers women. I've never had the opportunity to talk about this kind of stuff out loud. I got you, dude, and that's okay. It takes time, but try not to keep those feelings repressed, though. Especially those naughty ones. I know you have a dirty mind. He gives me a chuckle and a wink. Well, he's not wrong. Yeah, and what gives it away? Something in particular clued me in. He pauses for a moment. I caught you lurking on my cruiser profile last night. My heart sank to the pit of my stomach. I've been caught, red pawed. God damn it, how'd you find out? It's a perk of being a premium member. You get access to a list of users who view your profile. Damn, I can't say I'm surprised you have a premium account. What does that mean? I'm just an innocent little puppy dog. He playfully bats his eyes at me. But in all seriousness, though, you should let those naughty thoughts roam free. Find some nice dick on Cruiser and just let loose a little. I think you'd feel a little better. Maybe. I don't think he's 100% wrong, but I don't think a good dicking from a stranger is going to solve all my problems. It may solve a non-zero amount of them. At this point, we arrive at the apartment complex. He pulls up to my building and parks the car. Well, try to get some rest. The next few days are going to be nuts. Yeah, sounds like it. I'm definitely going to take a nice long nap. Right on. I'll catch you later, dude. See ya. For you. I unbuckle and step out of his car. I walk towards the front door. By the way, I turn back around to find his passenger window rolled down. Don't be afraid to send a friend request. He offers me a wink before cackling and driving off. Did he seriously just suggest that? I strip down to my underwear and make myself comfortable in my bed. The second my fur touches the sheets, I'm struck with copious fatigue. Before I let the drowsiness take me, I check my phone one last time. I give Moriah a quick text and let her know I'm home and not to worry. Against my better judgment, I open up Cruiser again and quickly scroll to Pat's profile. He wasn't far down the list. I click on his profile again. I navigate to his photo gallery to see 15 hidden images that could be revealed if I send a friend request. Uh-oh. Boy, you gonna see some penis? Gonna get that dick? God, who knows what treats and delights await me if I do this. Knowing him, I bet I get to see everything. The mere thought of what lies behind that friend request barrier is so incredibly tantalizing, I'm actually starting to get firm by the anticipation alone. I can't, though. This wouldn't only be crossing a boundary with a coworker, but would be violating Chester's rules. Pat's right, I have a horrible, filthy mind. I shouldn't even be considering this right now. What's wrong with me? I got sent home so I could sleep. Instead, I'm on this godforsaken app. I close up the app and return my phone to my nightstand. Just go to sleep, Eddie. No more. No more lurking on that, dumb app. I reach over and grab my buzzing phone from the nightstand. Moriah's calling me. Hey, Mo. I'm able to contain my grogginess as I speak. Hey! Oh, shoot, I woke you up, didn't I? Yeah, you kinda did. Sorry, I can call you back later. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, what's up? Well, I got some news. I had my meeting with the academic board to review my portfolio. I perked up immediately. Oh yeah? How'd that go? Well, after they reviewed everything, she takes a short pause. They love what they saw. I can get my bachelor's degree in 3 years. I pump my fist into the air. I can't contain my excitement. Woo! Yes! That's amazing. I'm so proud of you, Mo. Oh, thanks. I'm proud of me, too. Well, I'm sorry I woke you up. I'll let you get back to sleep. In all honesty, I'm kind of awake now after hearing the good news. Oh, sorry. No, it's fine. I probably shouldn't nap for too long anyhow. I don't want to ruin my sleep schedule. Right, well, since you're free, want to grab an early dinner with me? Ugh, I checked the time. It's 3:30. Been a while since breakfast. Yeah, it sounds great, actually. Want to meet me on campus? There's a few good places nearby. How am I supposed to get to campus? You can get off your butt and walk, you silly goose. It's only a mile away. A mile? Ugh. Or you can just stay at home and starve, she giggles. I don't know which fate is worse, in all honesty. I let out a long exhale. I'll come find you on campus, though. I'll figure out how to get there with Doodle Maps. Great! Text me when you get here. Will do. See you soon. See ya! For ya! Excuse me, I hung up and rolled out of my bed. I put on the same outfit I wore this morning and head out the door. Walking to Douglas Scott University's campus was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting. Well, this is not the Michael Scott University. In Fairview, anytime you have to walk any more than a half mile, it's more like an intense hike. It's so exhausting traversing the hilly terrain of my hometown. Here, the proper crosswalks, sidewalks, and flat terrain made the journey quite pleasant. On the way, I scoped out some delightful locales that were only a stone's throw away from the apartment. There's a nice park, some charming shops, and a few alluring restaurants. So you know. Getting to finally explore the air around me is quite thrilling. This little walk serves as a little taste for what's to come tomorrow. I could get used to this. Maybe this fox was never cut out for the country life. I walk aimlessly, passing by some marvelous architecture and beautiful gardens. This place is much more aesthetically pleasing than FCC, that's for sure. I text Moriah and let her know I've arrived. She calls soon after. Hey, where you at? I have no clue. This is my first time being here. What buildings do you see? I stop in my tracks and scan the environment for any signs. I'm right outside Hetfield Hall. I have no idea where that is. So you have no idea on how to get around this campus either? No, it's huge. I've only been here for 3 days. I couldn't help but to laugh. Fuck, we didn't plan this out well, did we? Yeah, we're so bad at this. Okay, plan B. How about we stay on the phone and walk around until we find each other? She chuckles. Sounds good, sunshine. For the next few minutes, we kept walking while chatting, not seemingly getting any closer to finding each other. I eventually noticed something peculiar. Hey, Mo, I see a crowd around some kind of stage outside, out in a field. Soon the crowd let out a cheering music starts to play over the speakers. Oh, I think I can hear it. Yes, I see something happening over by the alumni building. I guess? As I get closer, I see that it's some sort of pop-up performance taking place on one of the many grassy fields on this campus. I can tell the stage is a portable structure suitable for impromptu performances. I can't get close enough to see what kind of performance it is, though. Whatever kind of performance it is, the crowd certainly seems excited. I'm interested to see what's going on, even though we seem to be catching the tail end of the event. I work my way to the back of the crowd and start scanning for her. I eventually found my fox. I cut my paws around my maw to help project my voice. Hey, Mo! I caught her attention. She approaches me. Hey, finally found you! Do you know what's going on here? No clue. The crowd cheers one more time as someone ascends onto the stage. The music resumes. It's a large bear woman with a microphone in paw. She's sporting an extravagant dress covered with brilliant, shiny sequins. She's wearing an incredible amount of makeup with a large beehive hairdo. Well, I guess it's safe to say that this isn't her actual hair. It's certainly a wig. This person's a drag queen. How are we doing out here tonight, DSU? She announces into her microphone with incredible enthusiasm. She must be the master of ceremonies for this performance. Are all the freshmen out there having a fabulous orientation? Sorry. Are all the freshmen out there having a fabulous orientation? Let me hear the freshmen. A subsection of the crowd is cheering. Moriah claps and hollers as well. It didn't take her much for her to get invested in whatever's going on. Getting a good look at those in the attendance, I actually see a paw full of familiar faces. I spotted several of them at Chronicles this week. One especially familiar face catches my eye. It's Cliff. He's walking towards us. Hey, Mo, Cliff's here. I pointed out the capybara to her. Oh my gosh, no way, I didn't expect to meet him so soon. The capybara was making a swift beeline towards us, walking with purpose. He approached us and had a worried look on his face. Hey, you shouldn't be here right now. I was really taken off guard by that introduction. Was I doing something wrong? Oh, shoot, sorry, is this a students-only event or something? Yeah, you need to get out of here before you get in trouble. Whoa, hey, he's with me and I'm a student. Why can't he be here? Moriah was very stern with her tone. Alrighty, girls, gays, and theys. Up next we have a newer queen, but don't you dare underestimate her. Everybody welcome Becky! The way she said the word Becky was peculiar. She used a very over-exaggerated, vapid tone. The music on the intercom went silent. Eddie, please, you need to leave. Cliff's tone was assertive and was bordering on aggressive. What was I doing wrong? What did I do to make him upset? Struggling to find any words. Hey, you can't just tell him to leave like that without an explanation. A different voice was now booming on the speakers. Hi, everyone! The performer I assumed to be Becky spoke with a grating and overly feminine tone, like a hyperbolic version of a privileged young woman. The sound of her voice, it caught my attention immediately. I looked at the stage to see a dog wearing a long blonde wig, a sparkly red cocktail dress, and chunky stone bracelets. She's a black and white border collie with amber eyes, 3 dots on her cheeks. Holy fuck, that's Pat! My jaw instantly hit the floor as I saw my coworker prance around the stage with a mic in paw. I mean, he don't look half bad. I immediately looked at Cliff. His angry expression is now turned dejected. God damn it. He mutters under his breath. He sheepishly walks away without another word, disappearing into the crowd. Moriah pokes me. What the hell's his problem? So, that queen on stage right now? That's Pat. She's Pat? No way! Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to find out this way. I know you're all gonna love this next... I know you're all gonna love this next song. You'll always catch me dancing this one after I've had one too many Grey Claws. Grey Claws. OMG! Oh god. Pat, or Becky I should say, is still sticking to the character and maintaining that obnoxious tone of voice. A song begins to play over the speakers and I immediately recognize it. It's Walk Away by Dula Peep. This is one of my favorites. Becky sets the microphone on a stand and backs away. When the song lyrics start, she begins a routine of dancing and lip-syncing. She's putting on a great show. The crowd is loving her energy and tipping her generously with dollar bills. Her dance moves are quite impressive, especially considering how hard it must be to maneuver in that dress. I'm finding myself captivated by this production. The fact that a coworker's performing makes it all the more amusing. My eyes are glued to Becky, but I can hear Moriah hollering and clapping next to me. I'm glad she's enjoying herself, too. You go, girl. The song ends as Becky strikes a dramatic pose. The crowd erupts in applause, Moriah and myself included. Becky approaches the mic stand for the last time. That's all I have time for, DSU, but we'll be back. Bye! With her paw, she performs a very flamboyant waving gesture to the crowd. As she exits the stage, she collects more dollar bills provided by the excited crowd. And Becky's doing a fabulous job of staying in this vapid Valley Girl character. I still find myself struggling to believe that's actually Pat up there. And Becky and the large bear woman change places. The music resumes. Alright, you lovely people, that wraps up our performance for today. Let's have one last round of applause for the Queer Allyship Club for organizing this whole shindig. The crowd claps and cheers accordingly. If you are of age, you can catch us at evens and odds almost every night. Stay safe, DSU, and this has been... The bear flexes her arms, both of which are incredibly massive and muscular. Omega She bellows out those words in a very low and masculine tone. Omega She bellows out those words in a very low and masculine tone. It's wild that this performer has mashed together hyper-femininity with hyper-masculinity. It's certainly entertaining to watch. As the crowd begins to disperse, I scan the area for Cliff. He's nowhere to be found. Oh my fucking gosh! Eddie, did we just watch our first drag show? Yeah, I think so. That's pretty wild. Yeah, and on campus too? FCC would never. That's for sure. Moriah scans the crowd and points. Oh, I see Becky over by the stage. We should go say hi. I'm not sure if he wants... Before I can get another word out, Moriah is eagerly waving to Pat. Oh, excuse me. I turn to look at him. He, or I guess she, is standing by the stage, still in full drag, waving back at Moriah. Becky turns her gaze slightly and fixes her focus in my direction. We lock eyes. Her expression takes a dramatic 180 from excitement to sheer horror. I sheepishly wave. Without a word, she turns tail and makes a hasty beeline to the nearest building and enters inside. Fuck, I don't think he wanted to see me here. Oh, Eddie, I'm sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. This all happened so fast. Yeah, it did. I wasn't thinking. It definitely explains why Cliff was adamant about me having to leave. He didn't have to be so rude, though. Out of the side, we hear some commotion. Hooah! All right, which one of you twinks am I bench pressing next? The drag queen bellowed loudly. God, bench pressing twinks. A furry pastime. Omega She seems to be putting on quite the after show. She's lifting college students into the air with seemingly little effort. I like her. Yeah, she puts on a good show, don't she? Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there. Yeah, it's been quite an episode. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Zeke. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.